But if you've watched my will video, then you know that I actually would prefer if Zariel allied herself with the Absolute, and I know that the lore purists in my audience are scandalized by that idea, but allow me to plead my case. I think we all know that Baldur's Gate 3 plays it pretty fast and loose with the established canon. They change pretty major elements to better service their story, and I'm totally cool with that. It's my understanding that in the lore, Zariel wouldn't want to ally herself with the Absolute because that would mean her supply of souls for the Blood War would dry up. Mind Flayers don't have souls, and the Absolute's whole thing is, you know, however, we also know that Zariel used to be an angel, and her penchant for war was exploited and corrupted until she became an archdevil. But she can be persuaded in the Descent to Avernus campaign to once again take up her angelic nature, meaning we have canonical evidence to suggest she's capable of changing one way or the other. So what could the Absolute offer Zariel in order to persuade her over to their side? Well, I think it would be the same thing that it offers to everyone. Complete and total control and assimilation. The Blood War itself is about control. The devils are trying to beat back the chaotic demons, keep them from pouring onto other planes of existence, and maintain control and stability in the hells. Devils prize control very highly, and Zariel only entered into the war in the first place out of a desire to stop it. I think that it's very plausible that Zariel, after all of these years being bound to the hells, would find some kind of twisted comfort in the idea of turning the entirety of existence into a single hive mind. And what's more is that the entire material plane united under the impossible might of the Absolute would actually be able to contend with the demons if they were to win the Blood War and start showing up on other planes. Basically, on a really messed up level, I think that the Absolute could actually be a really effective barrier between the hells and the other planes, and I think that Zariel could be persuaded to believe the same thing, which would also make her a much more present figure in Karlach's story and the overall narrative. I won't be so bold as to suggest there should have been a Zariel boss fight, though. While that may have been really cool, I think it would have been a better fit as part of a theoretical piece of DLC if that had ever happened. But let's not get too distracted with possible future video topics.